Welcome everyone. Today I am back with a story. So, let me begin. I hope you like it. It was a typical spring evening in the year 2010 in the city of Amritsar, where the temperature remains pleasant at this time, around mid-20s. It was a comparatively pleasant evening and the narrator was getting late for his train, which would take him back to his hometown, Delhi. Being a hasty trip, he could not buy a ticket and had planned to buy it from the railway station itself. In case the ticket was unavailable, he had planned to go to a nearby hotel and take the next train back to home. He had finally reached on time and the tension of reaching the railway station was fading when he joined the queue in the ticket counter. He put his hand inside his left pocket where he used to keep his wallet, but he could not find it. He checked all his pockets and all his bag, but he could not find it. So he placed his hand deeper into his left pocket. There he could feel a careful cut, which meant his wallet was stolen. So the situation was very bad. He did not have any money, so he could neither go to a hotel nor he could buy a ticket. In this desperate time, he called his family. Before he informed them, the train had long gone. So his family booked a ticket through an agent for the next morning and emailed it to him. The question was how to get this ticket printed. So he went to a nearby cyber cafe and requested the owner. To his surprise, the owner agreed and helped them and printed out his ticket. He went back to the railway station. It was late in the night and he had completed the book which he was carrying. So there he was, sitting all alone on a lonely railway station. There was a lamppost beaming fluorescent yellow light on one part of the platform, and whole platform was dark. Narrator looked up at the black sky. All he could see was a bright moon. Suddenly, he could feel the cool breeze of the spring month. It was giving him a pleasant feeling. Feeling numb, a smile appeared on his face. All his tension vanished, and all he could feel was absolute awe for the nature. Even though he was all alone, but he could feel connected with his surroundings. It was as if he had awakened to a whole new world which existed, but he was too ignorant to see it. In that very moment, he could see the value of life and realized that in his quest for running behind something, he had never enjoyed this little joys of life. In this serene moment, narrator fell asleep, and the next morning he got up hurriedly, hearing the hustle and bustle of the railway station. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and the narrator looked up at the sky. All he could see was the early morning sunrise. Then for a minute, the sound of the railway station faded, and he felt a fresh resolve in his heart and vowed to take different action. Then he suddenly heard the sound of his train coming. It had to leave in 30 minutes. So he got up, lifted his bag in his left hand and lifted his spectacles in his right hand and moved towards the train and boarded the train. The simple moral of the story is human beings have a tendency to run behind something. Though it is not wrong to run behind something all the time, but it is also important to sometimes relax and see the nature in front of you. Let the emotions reach you. We are either thinking about our future or thinking about our past actions, but we should rather be in the present moment. Further, when we move deeper, so it is quite evident when the problem comes to the narrator, he initially was frustrated, but then he realized the situation is as it is and it cannot improve until and unless he changes his own way of looking at it. You can do two things. Either you see the problem as a very big issue and sit upon it in frustration and anger, or you can take it in a positive stride, act upon it. The most important thing is that the problem will never go, but you should rise above the problem and do your best. Even if the problem doesn't solve, you will have the satisfaction of giving it your best. In life, you may not achieve everything you want, but it does not mean you lost everything. Life in itself is the biggest gift that you can get. Do comment about this video and further any problems or suggestions you want me to address in the next videos. Thank you.